Still here on Infinity Extra. This is definitely Mark Stevens V Rose onto something. So I thought I'd just do a little chat about this onto something right about here. Now let me tell you some jokes. I got some jokes. I got to review this show called this movie Shang-Chi and the Legends of Ten Rings. Now I'm a man who watches enough animes to know what direction it's going. If you can say, "What are you not allowed to watch animes?" Listen, are you allowed to watch a horror film that you watch every day? But anyway, let's not go into that horror film. Nah, you allowed to anyway. But yeah, I watch a lot of anime, and so in terms of that whole, what a lot of this kind of vibe is coming out of this, kind of like a martial art. Like somebody said before the film, it's a Black Panther. It's a Chinese version of Black Panther, and you could see where it's going because it's got some community. Yeah, trust somebody to be following me right now on the show. Yeah, somebody. Sorry, I can't quote right now. This is the problem is when you're on the show here and when it looks like a footballer is trying to phone me, so you never know. But anyway, right, let's get back to it. Shang-Chi. Do I rate it? Yes, I do. My wife loved it. Always have to say my wife loved it because just in case you want to take your other half to the cinemas, do take her. She will love it. The fight scenes, she said that was really impressive. Not saying my wife is into many fight scenes because I took her to Fast and Furious, she wasn't impressed. I took her to Snake Eyes, she wasn't impressed. But I took her to watch Shang-Chi and she was totally impressed. She was tired, but she enjoyed the movie totally. And I said to her, what would you give out of 10? And she said 10 out of 10. And now she is hard to please. And especially she's not impressed with my selection of late. I think I'm just desperate to go to cinemas and have popcorn. You know what I mean? That's my cheap food for the week anyway. So yeah, and I've had this shake, which actually why it kind of like fill up a bit. Anyway, so let's not get myself in trouble. But anyway, still head to my belly anyway. Yes, Shang-Chi. Let me just place this trailer again. So it's been disturbed by a phone call. I'm quite excited actually. Somebody's calling me about football. Anyway, Shang-Chi. It was good. It's a good movie. It's coming from a very Chinese culture perspective. It is good hearing some of the jokes. The actors in it were quite funny. Fight scenes were like, whoa. You know what I mean? Trust me. The guy's dad is a bit of hurt and broken hearted from his mother dying. You know, all them type of stories. And he's trying to reach out to mother in his madness and whatever. So it ends up almost mashing up the whole world over it. But it was really, really good movie. You can see a lot of the deities, the gods, the imagery of spirits, spirituality in Chinese culture coming through in it anyway. So not saying it's evil, far from it. It's great. It's a great watch, you know what I mean? It's really cool. And you know what? To be honest, the dude, Simu Liao, he doesn't look like that. You know, he expected somebody to be like Bruce Lee kind of looking, or I watched what's it called? Another program where you're expecting them to look a bit more lean. He got big cheeks, so for a star in a movie like this, he's got big cheeks, and I'm like, bruv, you don't look like you can do anything. And when he was going like a joke, when all of a sudden man started doing some mad things like woo. You know what I'm saying? So, don't get me wrong, it does not. Yeah, the fight scenes are really cool. And the storyline was quite strong as well. They had the comedic element to it. You've got the follow through stuff that's going on with Marvel. And again, Disney, you need to sponsor me because all I'm doing is bigging up what you're doing. You're evolving Star Wars, you're evolving Marvel. And listen, if you ain't got Disney Plus, you need to sign up to it right now. And you know what? And I'm not being paid by Disney to say this, so I'm just saying to go ahead and get Disney Plus because it's got bare things. And on top of that, it's got Summer of Soul on Disney Plus as well, so you can get some black music. But you know what's ironic, guys? Let me give you an ironic thing still. Everyone's saying that, why you go so much about black music this and black music that? Let me just tell you something. It's number one. Now, at the end of Black Panther, you don't have any other music but Afro-centric music, full stop. You know what I mean? It's all on the Afro vibe all day long. It's African vibe if you don't want to understand, a black vibe. And we got the end. I've actually hear some, highly charged, highly influenced, by Chinese music. It was straight up R&B at the end of the whole thing. So R&B, and I'm just saying, you see, you couldn't do this the other way around, but you can do it this way around. But even in a film where it's been totally directed, and pushed, and it is a great film. I would love to hear what Chinese. My friend who's half Chinese, he kind of like, I'm gonna ask him and see what he thinks. I know he said his brother loved it, you know what I mean, saying so when he's them cheesy jokes where you like, really, you know what I'm saying, but they loved it, so hopefully they're kind of accurately from the Chinese side. But no, great movie, great fun. And all I say, guys, definitely watch this space, man. Watch this space. It is a great movie, and I think that, you know what, guys, go out and watch it in the cinema. It's a great experience. I actually watched it in 4DX and got absolutely battered up. I come out the place, I just needed to go, oh, trust me, if you're gonna go and watch 4DX Cineworld, yo, it's the one. Cineworld, I need to get a free pass because I'm pushing you. But anyway, it is cool. So let's go on about this, because I'll go on a bit too much anyway still, yeah, because I'm enjoying the vibe of the track in the background, and I will define the greatness of this autumn period before the end of this show. So I'm onto something right about here on Infinity Extra. We're onto something right about here, and we're ready to go hard. Yo, do support us out here on Infinity Extra. Go to Instagram, social networks, go to Patreon and support us, man. I be working like it's no tomorrow.